If you live in the north, it's that depressing time of year, that's right, where we have to winterize our boats, get them out of the slips, and get them into storage. Now, whether that storage is an outside storage facility or maybe in your driveway, how do you secure your trailer from theft? And on the subject of theft of trailers, how do you secure it every day, whether you're at the boat ramp or, again, storing it in the driveway? I'm going to show you some solutions today that will help deter the thieves from targeting your trailer. I'm going to go over 3 points of failure on your trailer that they could potentially target, but you can harden that target to make sure that you're not a victim. And that's coming up right here on Live to Fish. Hey everybody, welcome back to Live to Fish, and today we're going to talk about security and theft prevention of your boat trailer. And if your boat's on the trailer, then potentially the theft of your boat. Now, the first point of failure really has to do with the vehicle. It has to do with the trailer hitch, the receiver, and the hitch and ball that comes along with trailering things. As I stated in the intro, there's 3 points of main failure or compromise that a thief could look at when they're eyeing to take your trailer or your boat. The first is at the hitch on your vehicle, and that has to do with the ball hitch and the receiver. Now, your ball and hitch comes with a metal rod along with a cotter pin to secure it to the receiver on the vehicle. But let's face it, if you're at the boat ramp, all somebody needs to do is pull that cotter pin, pull that rod out, and off they go with your trailer. So how do you make that more secure? Well, they make a product specifically for that, and that's to replace that rod and cotter pin with a lock. Now, the lock I use also comes with a special housing on the keyhole to make sure that no debris gets inside there. You simply remove that rod, replace the rod with the lock, put the end of the lock on there, turn the key, and you're all set to go. And like I said, it's got that little cover and that little door. You just close that up, and that way debris can't get inside there. It not only does the obvious of keeping somebody from disconnecting your trailer from your vehicle, it also protects your hitch, your ball hitch, from being stolen out of, say, at the grocery store when it's just sitting there in a parking lot or in your own driveway. So that would be the first point of compromise that you could secure safely and cheaply and effectively. And if you're interested, I'm going to leave a link down below to all the products that I use with my own trailer. Now, when towing a trailer, you have a little coupling that goes onto the ball on the receiver, and then you have a little latch that you throw down, and that locks that onto that ball. And then you have a cotter pin that you throw in there, and that secures that latch from opening back up and losing your trailer. But when you get to the boat ramp, what's to stop anybody from pulling that cotter pin out, unlatching that trailer to the ball, and hooking it up to their own? Well, they make a lock for that too, and instead of using that cotter pin, use this key lock. The key lock is very easy to use. It's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It's very easy to just remove that cotter pin, throw this lock on there, tighten it up, and you're good to go. Now, it's not theft-proof by any means, but it's definitely another deterrent you can use to keep somebody from targeting your trailer. And the third point of compromise is what I want to talk about, well, not specifically for my trailer. My trailer comes with a swing-away tongue, so I can actually put a lock in the swing-away portion of it to keep that thing from swinging back and locking back in, so people can't just hook up my trailer and take off with it. But what do you do if you don't have a swing-away trailer and you can't secure it in that fashion? Well, they make a coupling lock for trailers, and they design them on the size of the ball that you use on your coupling. And this thing locks on like a vise, making it very difficult for anybody to break this thing off there and take off with your trailer. So let's take a look and see how this coupler lock locks onto your trailer. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward in its design, and it kind of acts as like a shroud, goes right over it, and it locks into place. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So again, whether you're new to boating or you're experienced, make sure that you have some security parameters in place so that you don't become a victim of theft. And yes, it is that time of year, but no, my boat is not going to storage just yet. There's a lot of fall fishing that still needs to be done. The pleasure boats are gone, kids are back to school. Let's get out and catch some fish. So until next time, be safe, be well, and as always, live to fish. Tight lines, everybody.